Hey guys, how are we doing? Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We're super excited that you're here. Happy June. Oh my God, can you believe that we are in the month of June? Super, super, super excited. I don't know about you guys, but I can definitely feel some different kind of energy that's happening right now within the business. There's definitely some momentum. We're definitely on that wave. Like Emma was saying at the event, I really truly feel that there is some real momentum happening right now, guys, and you're involved in all of that. So it's really, really exciting times. So yeah, just really wanted to say just a massive shout out to everyone for the month of May. It was a much bigger month for everybody than it has been, to the start of the year. We never ever know what things are going to be like in this business. It's very dependent on where people are at in their mindsets, what people want, what's going on economically and those kind of things. And the most important thing, guys, is that we keep showing up, because in business things go up, things go down, things plateau out. And actually, it's not that necessarily that the business is not working. There's just different seasons within this business. So it's really important that you guys understand that and you feel your way through it, and just keep your eyes locked on where you're going on the prize. Don't look left, don't look right, don't look back, don't look anywhere else. Keep focused. And I promise you, like, the reason that Ames and I are still here like 9 years later, we've seen it all. We've seen it all, trust me. And we're super focused more than ever before. And even when the times are quiet, this is when you've got to dig your heels in even harder. It's when you've got to go and send out those messages, reconnect with customers, sending out value, and just keep yourself in line and really understand that this is a great time to be in this business. We are on trend with health, guys. It's so huge all over the globe right now. People are looking for things. If you have a look on Instagram, all people are posting about, on mine for sure, is that going to the gym, seeing how they can be healthier, getting a healthy immune system. And we've got the tools to help people with that. And you guys all know as well, this business is a self-development journey disguised as a business, and you've got to grow through this business to go up the ladder as well. So we tick all the boxes, we really do. So it's super, super exciting times. We've got a brand new month, which we're going to talk about. So I'm just going to pass over to Ames, because I haven't let you say hi yet.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, so 1st of June today. How exciting is that? It's really, really nice. I love it how the team call has landed on the 1st of the month. So I love that. So we've got a whole 30 days, I think, 30 days in June ahead of us. Super, super exciting. And, just off the back of the convention and all of the things that the company have announced that we've got to really focus on and be grateful for over the summer, I think is really, really important. With, growth boot camp for those of you that are going for SPSC, which is amazing for you guys. We've got Centre Parks as well. So we've got so many exciting things to look forward to and to work towards. We've got obviously the tropical coming, as we all know, at the end of this month. I don't know exactly what date. Do you know exactly what date, Millie? No,
not yet.
No, we don't know an exact date, but as soon as we know, you will know, and I cannot wait to get that. Hopefully Uplift is going to come back into stock soon. Is anyone else struggling about Uplift? I know that some of the girls were saying in the chat yesterday that they were really struggling. So I've got a little bit left, but I'm really just trying to save them because I don't want to totally run out. So I'm hoping that's not going to be too long before the company restock them as well. I actually realize how much I share them and post about them as well, and I'm like, they're out of stock. But what we can do is we can build up a bit of a pre-order list ready for when they do come back in stock as well. So you can kind of have a list of people you can go to as soon as Uplift comes back. You can have a few people to reach out to let them know, hey, Uplift's back in stock, you want to get on it now. So even though Uplift is not in stock right now, we can still post about it along with what you're doing, and create that VIP pre-order list. So that's really, really good. So yeah, I'm really excited, guys. Excited new month. May was amazing. So just like what Millie said there, well done on an amazing month in May. And I'm really excited for the next few months and for the end of the year.
Yeah, absolutely love that. I'm just with you there. And I think so what we wanted to talk to you about, guys, tonight is obviously I'm presuming a lot of you know, but let's just go over it, that there is a special event which is being held on the 30th of June up in Bury, and it's specifically for anybody that is SP and above and anybody that goes SP. So it's an SP event, you have to be SP to go there. So the aim of the game is to bring somebody new that's an SP. So what we're going to focus on as a team this month is getting to SP, and you know how we can do that. And it's as simple as, and I say as simple as, it's getting 7 gold orders. Okay, and that's yourself. So that is premium capsules and shakes. But of course, you know, what's easier is to build a team, guys, and that is what we're going to be focusing on. So remember, your journey starts with you. If you're on the products, you've got to be sharing them every single day for people to start asking questions. So really be honest with yourself. How often are you sharing the products? How often are you giving information out on your stories, on your Facebook, on your social medias about the different products? You know, are you showcasing them in different ways? Are you showing that you mix the Perform with yogurt? Are you showing that you make Complete into pancakes? Are you being somebody that is sharing your journey, or are you selling? Because there's a big difference between actually going onto your social media and saying, this is Juice Plus, these are the shakes, buy them for £36. Like, that is not what we do in this business. It's a recommendation. So you make a pile of pancakes, you put some yummy like toppings on them, and you say, oh my God, these taste incredible, keeping me healthy. Absolutely love these, made with my Juice Plus powder, that kind of thing. And then people go, wow, that looks amazing, rather than trying to sell, guys. So really ask yourself, like, how often are you showcasing the products, and are you doing it authentically, or are you actually trying to sell? Okay, because there's indirect and direct. And honestly, what I've found, I don't know about you, Ames, but when I post like direct posts about the products personally, I don't find that I get much interaction. Whereas if I'm posting an indirect post, say for example about pancakes, or the fact that Uplift gives me so much energy, I love making it into a slushie, I get so much more interaction rather than posting about, you know, this is Uplift, this is what's in it, and this is how much it costs. Do you find the same?
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's just showing it in your life, and then talking about why you love it, and you know how it's helping you. So it could be that, you know, you're having it before a walk with the dogs, or you know, and talking about maybe what your previous struggle was and how this is helping you. So sharing the benefits and sharing like your story and like the emotion behind that as well. For me, like Uplift get rid of my headaches. So, you know, I talk about that a lot, or like the afternoon slump. That's just my own personal experience from it. So, you know, I know that I can talk about that. So yeah, just 100%, you know, talking about you using it, how you use it in your day, and the benefits that you get, and sort of the pain that it solves. I would say, you know, like, I used to struggle with this is what it does for me, or this is the benefit, you know, this amazing energy drink has been amazing, you know, it helps me with this, for example.
Yeah, love that. So pointing out what pain it solves, I think, is a really good way to relate to people, because people think about like, oh, I have headaches, like I need to take paracetamol, but like, you know, what about taking this instead? Of course, no medical claims, which we have to say, but really think about how that you can just be really authentic, and, you know, share about why that you're doing this, and really remember, like, what made you say yes to this? Just have a think about that. I'd love to know in the comments, just in a sentence, guys, comment, what made you say yes to these products? Was it the products that you started on? And, you know, what made you say yes to adding in another product? You know, if you signed up to make money in the business, you started on the product, then did you start another one? What was the reason that you added in the capsules or the shakes? What is the reason that you started? And that right there is your superpower. So these are all the things that you can use. So your story, like mine and Amy's stories, are so long. You've got to think we've done 9 years, but we never actually sit there and, you know, every day talk about everything in our story. One of the girls said to me the other day, oh, if I sat down and wrote everything about what this product has done for me, people would be bored about it. So what you can learn from that, guys, is that there are so many little nuggets that you can share something about your story every single day. Like, you don't have to give it away in one post. Use that of chunks of inspiration to put on your stories, on your timelines, you know, with pictures, make it bright and colorful, and really share every single day. Because if someone sees you posting little nuggets every day, they're gonna, God, there's something else. Like, wow, like, you know, she's got great skin, her hair's grown, her energy's better, like her recovery at the gym, like all these different things. So remember that your story, you can share that and spread that across, you know, days and weeks, even months, you know. So really, your story is your superpower, and that is the way that you're going to start attracting customers. So like I said, to get to SP, you need 7 gold packages, and that's between you and a team. So that is, a gold package is shakes and premium capsules. So what I like to do at the start of the month is I write 1 to 7 on a piece of paper, and I always aim to get shakes and capsule orders. So what I also like to do, guys, as well, is when people are interested, is go through the question system. And I'm going to just talk to you about this because I got a customer yesterday, and she came to me and she said, oh, I'm really bad with my diet. I'm struggling so much and I've got no energy. I've got no concentration. This woman ate 3 bowls of cereal a day. That's all she eats, and sometimes treats herself to a piece of toast. So she's got a really awful diet. And I could have just been like, right, you need this, 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 and this. But I actually spent about 25 minutes asking her questions about what's her struggles, you know, what has caused her to like fall into that, you know, circle of just cereal. And I learned so much about her. So asking lots of questions helped me suggest the best possible package for her. And she ended up saying that she just wanted boosters, which she obviously didn't need because she's so underweight. We actually ended up buying a package of shakes, omegas, capsules and bars. So, you know, by asking questions and giving value, you can upsell to people so easily. So what I just recommend for you to do is when someone comes to you and asks you, you know, what is this that you're posting? Then you can, the first thing that I always say to people is, thanks so much for contacting me. It's a whole food supplement. What I would love to know is, what are your health goals, so I know if I've got something that I can help you with. And then you kind of take it away from them, and then they like to start talking about themselves, and you can ask lots of questions. So what I'll do is, in the chat, is I will put the question system that I use, and you can obviously amend it. And I've also created one for fitness people as well. So if you've got people that are interested in fitness and they want to talk about perform, and that they're using whey protein, but they've you know, they're bloated and whatever, then there's another really good question system that I've created for that. And one of the best things to find out as well is what they currently spend on food that's making them feel fat, sick and tired. Okay, that is something that is, I know you've probably heard this all before, but this is all the things that will help you get those customers, rather than jumping in and trying to get that sale straight away. Actually finding out and nurturing your client and saying, do you know what, I've got somebody in the support group who has been suffering with the same thing, and they're now on the capsules and they've got a great story. And then go and find a testimonial. I always find testimonials for people that I'm talking with. If it's headaches, if it's IBS, if it's chronic fatigue, I'll always go to the Complete Transformations group and screenshot like a story, and send it to them and say, look, someone else has actually got really good results with the same issues that you're having. So really just adding tons of value to people to get those orders in. So I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Ames, but you know, I think talking about getting customers is really important. And guys as well, I'll go through your comments in a sec, but is there anything, please comment in the comments box, is there anything that's holding you back from getting customers? Me and Ames want to know, like, what are your limiting beliefs? What is stopping you from being able to get that 825 every single month? Because that's what we want to be aiming for, guys, as a minimum, to be able to be building your business on a monthly basis. You know, if you want to grow, you've got to be adding on customers, and you've got to be getting team members every single month. Okay. So Ames, do you want to add anything to that?
No, I think that's really good, and I completely agree, Millie. Like, it's really, really important to ask those questions as well. Like, you know, I feel like we're all quite good at that. Or does anyone struggle with that, or is anyone maybe stopped doing that? Because I think maybe that's something that we can all fall into, is we know what we should do, but maybe we fall out of the habit of it. So sometimes just having that reminder, maybe for some of you to remember to go through those, you know, those questions, that the health questionnaire that we really, really like to use to find out, you know, what are their goals, what's their budget, what are their struggles, you know, what are they spending their money on, like Millie said, you know, the takeaways and stuff like that. And then, you know, what is their actual budget. You know, what would they want to spend on their health per day, whether it's, you know, £1 to £3, or, you know, the different options. So I think that can work really well. I think also remembering to let them know like what they're actually getting included with this. Like, they're not just getting the products, you know, they're getting the amazing support group, they're getting the community, they're getting the plan to follow, the meal plan, they're getting you know, all those added extras. So always remember to let people know about that. And of course, never ever forget about the Healthy Starts for Families program as well. Even if they're not a mum, like, I always have a little check on their Facebook, and I'll say, you know, if I can see that they're a mum, then I'll say it. But even if I don't see that they're a mum, I'll still mention it. And I'll say, you know, even if you've got any nieces or nephews or brothers or sisters between these ages of 4 and 21, then, you know, you can actually get the children's chewables for free, you know, or obviously the capsules if they're a teenager. So I think that's really, really important to remember that. And just, you know, I think a lot of it is energy and mindset. And I think, you know, it's about helping people. And when you really focus on, you know, being on your health journey and being the best version of you, and thinking about how can I help other people? How can I help other people? You know, how can I help them to solve their pain or solve their struggle, help them to get amazing results? I think that really coming from your heart really makes a massive difference when you want to go out there and serve and help people.
Yeah, absolutely love that. And it's so true, Ames, like what you said there. It's all about the energy. It's all about you. It starts with you. Like, if you wake up and believe that you're going to get those orders, they will come in. Like, every single day now, I'm waking up and I just say, people come to me. People just come to me every single day. I attract customers and team members every day. And honestly, since I decided that like enough is enough, June is here, taking things to a whole new level, back on it with pure focus. Honestly, like, I've had so many messages today from people falling in the inbox, like, you know, that beautiful feeling of where people go, oh, I'm interested. And it's like, oh yes, like, it's working. So really ask yourself, like, how are you speaking to yourself? And what I think is really important to remember as well is, you know, we can sit here and say like, I believe in myself, I'm doing my gratitudes, but what you've got to focus on is when we aren't here, when you're at home, when no one else is around, like, what are you saying to yourself internally? Are you actually believing in yourself? Are you actually saying, I can do this? Yeah, I believe in myself. Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing is going to stop me. I believe in me. Or is it like, oh God, I just know it's not going to happen? Because if you're saying those things to yourself, you're creating that. And sometimes you have to practice. And I know it can be difficult, guys, like I know, but you're here, you're showing up. So you believe in yourselves. So let's work on that inner voice and be excited, because when you're excited, that creates a different energy. And also, you know, doing your gratitudes. And I cannot stress to you guys enough, there's 11 of us on here. Please try and join Jeanette's calls in the morning at 6:30. They are fantastic and have really, you know, helped me set up my days over the last couple of weeks. It's incredible. So I cannot encourage you enough just to come and jump on, do some morning gratitudes, some thank yous, and whatever you want to do on that call. You're not told what to do. But there's some like really amazing audios that Jeanette puts on every day, and it's just a great start to the day. And mindset is everything. Energy, mindset, and belief. Where are you at with those three things? Okay. So let's just have a look. Ames, did you want to say something there?
Yeah, well, firstly, Mum said that she wanted me to tell you all that she can't be on the call because she's stuck in traffic driving home, and she was really gutted she couldn't get on. So yeah, that's why she's not on here. But yeah, her calls have been amazing, and she's like, I'm so glad as well that you guys, you know, everyone's getting benefit from that who's jumping on. And, you know, even if you're just jumping on and listening in whilst you're getting ready for work or anything like that, you know, it's just about listening in, being part of the community, and that in itself can just, you know, how you start your day is everything, guys. And I'm just going to quickly say, Millie said something that made me want to talk about the infinity cycle of success quickly. I think, Millie, you said about like your mindset, like a lot of it is mindset, you know, it is like 80% mindset, this business and network marketing. And so the infinity cycle of success, who's seen this before? Okay, so yeah, my team will have seen this before. So I love this because it's so true. So the infinity cycle of success, it starts here. So I'm going to see if I can show you and talk you through at the same time. And it's been a while since I've done this, so I need to just, yeah. So The infinity cycle of success goes around like this, okay? So it starts with belief. The first step in the infinity cycle of success is belief. You have to have the belief to take action. So you have to have that belief. You have to take that first step. You have to believe. So it starts with you. You have to take that first step. You have to believe to take the action. So, you know, you have to put yourself out there. You have to do your DMO. You have to put yourself out there and do posts, get outside your comfort zone, do that Facebook Live. Like, it starts with you believing to take that action. That's the first step. It starts there. So you've got to have the belief to take the action. When you take the action, it then, oh yeah, sorry. So it starts off here first. So it goes belief, action, that gives you experience. So that builds your experience, right? So you're doing your DMO, you're talking to people, you're putting up posts, you're doing a live. So you're gaining experience. You've had the belief to take the action. You're gaining experience. So do you remember the first time you ever spoke to someone? Like, if you think back to when you first joined, first time you put your first post up, first time you ever spoke to someone about the products or the business, like that, you're gaining experience. Like, I remember back to, you know, my first conversations, and that's just me gaining experience. I had the belief to take the action, and it's all about gaining that experience. Then from that, you gain more confidence. So from your confidence, you take more action, or more belief, more action, more experience, more confidence. So you go around here, and then all of a sudden, when you go around here enough, so belief, action, experience, confidence, you can see how that all feeds into each other. But I want to take it back to the beginning, which it starts with the belief to take the action, which gives you the experience, which builds your confidence. So if you're struggling with your confidence, have the belief to take the action to gain that experience. That's what's going to give you more confidence. So it starts like that. And as you build this up, it's going to start going around like this, okay? Because it's momentum. So once you've done that, you've got your belief, your action, your experience, your confidence. Then all of a sudden that will then go to speed, momentum, and excitement, okay? And then you've got that infinity cycle of success. But it starts with the belief to take the action, to gain that experience, to build your confidence. And then as you build your confidence, guess what you do? You take more action, more belief, more experience, more confidence. Then that leads into your excitement, your momentum, and your speed. But it starts with belief to take the action, to build your experience. Because remember, guys, like when I first started, a lot of us, we didn't have any experience. I didn't know what I was doing. But it started with me taking that first step to have that little bit of belief in me, and borrow a little bit of Millie's belief that Millie had in me. Like, Millie believed in me. So I would, okay, right, Millie says I've got to start building a team. I remember once, I think I was senior partner, and Millie said, right, Amy, you got to start building a team. I was like, what? I don't know what to do. How am I supposed to build a team? Like, who's going to join me? All those normal, those little limiting beliefs. But I started to, it starts with having the belief to take the action, to build that experience. Experience is everything. You've got to build your experience. That's how you build your confidence. More belief, more action, and then that's how you get into momentum. So I hope I explained that well. It's a bit hard to explain, and it's been a while since I've done it, but I hope that made sense to everyone. I hope it helped in some way.
Yeah, 100%. Love that, Ames. Thank you. I've never seen that before, but it's so true, isn't it? You have to start. There has to be a starting point.
Yeah.
And, if you want to do, it's like an event, like you're not going to go and put on an event unless you believe in the products, and you do that by taking it. So by taking the product, you're going to get results, and then you're going to be able to stand up at the front and go, these are the products. And the reason that I'm standing here speaking to you is because I feel X, Y, Z. And guess what? You're going to get confident. And so then you got the experience. So then you start doing it again and again. And then people start to come. Then you get that momentum and the speed comes. Yeah. Then you're excited and you've got a room full of people. So thank you, Ames. I love that, because I've never heard that before. It's a really great way to put it.
It's from Fraser Brooks. I won't take the full credit.
Yeah. You should just say, I designed it myself.
I'll put a picture in the group chat. I just think that's also a really good thing to show to new people as well.
Yeah, I love that. Love that. Thank
But
you
yeah,
so
it
much
goes
for
around the
sharing.
first circle first, and then it will go around all of them.
Yeah. So guys, what do you need to do to believe in yourself more? Like, do you believe that this month you can get to SP on your own, no matter what? Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Laura believes that. Yes. Say it with certainty, guys. Like, you've got to believe in yourself. Like, it starts with you. So decide what you want this month. Decide that you're going to go SP. I'm going to go SP this month. I'm going to get 2,500 points myself. I'm not going to do it with my team. I'm going to get it myself, and I'm going to get at least 2 team members this month. Already got one. I've got a girl that I've been trying to sign up for literally like 4 years. And then my teamie that signed up last night has been my customer for 9 years. And she finally said yes. So just never, ever, ever, ever give up, guys. So yeah, so just decide. SP is yours. Who believes that they can go SP? And if you don't, then comment in the comments box and tell us why, and let's help you. So Elizabeth said, the uplifts have been a godsend for our headaches and no longer take gabapentin for intracranial headaches. Amazing. Those B vitamins circulating around your body, all that goodness. That's amazing. So Shafina says, wanted to be like how you were feeling, what I saw on your socials, and it made sense. I needed to feel better and not miserable on my weight loss journey. Amazing. Yeah, it's you know, you see people, you watch them, there's people that are always watching you. Yes, bits here and there. Good tip. Can't remember what you mean by that, Shaf, sorry.
Might have been me when I was explaining the cycle of success.
Yeah,
maybe.
Claire and Kat had to jump off for their coaching call. That's fine. How to get people into your free value group. Okay, so I love this because I just find this, I actually find it really easy. So I'm not saying that to be like, you know, you should be able to do it. But the way that I do this is I chat to girls just like me on Instagram. So I go and find girls that are perhaps delivery pizza girls, that are nutritionists, that are fitness girls. But I don't look for fitness girls who are in my position now, that are in better shape, that know how to lift. I look for girls that do body pump. I look for girls that are going to fitness classes, not girls that are going weightlifting, because that's not who I was back then when I started this. So I then go and speak to them and just say, like, I can see that you're on a health journey. I've got an amazing, I'm part of an amazing group on Facebook. And so I would obviously say, and it's all to do with fitness, motivation, self-love, and being a part of a supportive community. It's free to join. Would you like to join us? I'm looking for people to come and join the community. And they say yes, and that is it. And then the other thing to do is to tag, like create an Instagram page, if you like, or create a hashtag and just hashtag the name of your page. I found Sam Harrison, who ended up being an SSC in my business. She saw me hashtagging Fit Girl, and she said, what is Fit Girl Club? I've seen this all over Facebook and Instagram. What is it? And that's how I found Sam Harrison. So using hashtags and using just confidence. So go and speak to girls that are just like you. Like, I see you on a health journey. How long have you been training for? How long have you been working out for? How long have you been vegan for? What's your favorite vegan protein? Like, just ask random questions, get imaginative, guys, and just go and create conversations with people, and just say to them, like, I'm part of this amazing group on Facebook. You might want to be a part of it. So that's how I get people into my free value group. And then once they're there, I literally do a post for everybody that joins. So I say, like, girls, let's welcome our newest fit girl to the group. Welcome Amy Turner to the group. She's here to get ready for her wedding. Like, and everyone's like, hi Amy, hi Amy, hi Amy. It's so nice. And they instantly feel part of a community. You know, that's something that I've been so good at doing, and it's so easy to do as well. So, you know, just going the extra mile and doing those bits at the beginning make all the difference, guys. So then I've posted the question system for fitness, which I've also put in the team group, which again has worked so well for me. So Zoom user, whoever you are, not sure who that is, I've been really struggling with what to say and how to encourage them to join. Ames, do you want to say anything about that? So I think we've got
the one that says, I have been struggling to get people to join and just not knowing what to post and what to say. That one. Or is there another one up?
Yeah, there's another one as well. I've been really struggling with what to say and how to encourage them to join.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So again, like, I just think, you know, talking about your experience and showcasing your story is the way to do it. Is, you know, really showing what you're doing. So the journey that you're on, what challenge that you're doing, depending on what group that you're in. You're on a 60-day challenge, like what have your results been? Are you showing results? I've also been showcasing a lot of lifestyle, so business results recently, and I've had a lot of interest, guys, on my posts. So what I've been doing is going onto YouTube, and I've gone onto Emma Karen's page, which is the whole team winning, where she uploads the whole team winning videos. And what I do is I just do like 15 seconds of stories recorded from my computer on my phone. Or for example, I did Lauren Roberts yesterday saying about how she got her dream home. And I've had 4 people messaging me from yesterday about like, oh my God, that girl's dream house, her story. I'm in loads of debt. Tell me, I've literally got people asking about how to join the business. It's such a great thing to do. And I also just, sorry, Ames, I also posted a couple of days ago, Andrina Crumpton, and a post about her, and how she's, you know, she was working 70 hours a week. And that's what made Emily join yesterday, because Emily works 57 hours a week. And she's always like, I work so much, I could never do this business. So I went and found a post and posted about Andrina, because she was like, I work 70 hours a week. And Emily saw it and she was like, oh, well, if she can earn that much money and have a 70 hours a week a job, then obviously I can do this. So you've just got, if someone gives you an objection, I heard this, I think, at the event, like if somebody gives you an objection, go and find a story that kind of tackles that objection. And then that, because you've been talking to them, your inbox will see what's on your wall. So they will see that post and they'll go, oh, well, there's proof that I can do it. So that works really well. That's what's been working for me. What did you want to say? I'm sorry.
I can't remember now. It's fine. Oh, no. Yeah, it's so good. But I've been doing the same. I've actually been writing some notes in my phone of the objections I've been getting, like just very similar to, it's so weird, Millie, how you say that, because exactly where my head's been as well. Like, and then putting posts up with you know, to answer people's objections. So I think that's really, really good. And I love that you like that little tip, you going onto the, you know, Emma Karen's YouTube. So the whole team winning Emma Karen, you just put that into YouTube and it comes up. And just record like a little video like that. I think as well, that's my focus as well at the moment, is I'm really like making sure I'm looking at my posts of like, you know, each day and every few days, and I'm just really looking back and thinking like, am I kind of getting like the products in there? Am I getting the business? You know, is there a bit of me in there? You know, and I'm really trying to make sure that I'm getting everything in, you know, like over like the space of a week. So I don't obviously want to be spammy and all about Juice Plus. I obviously want to still add value and post about me and my lifestyle and add value in other ways, but I also obviously want to drop Juice Plus in there and different products and stuff like that. And I think I heard Harriet say this one time, where we've got to think as the business as like another product that, you know, and I think a lot of us don't actually talk about or post about the business enough. So this is something that I'm personally working on, making sure that I'm posting more about the business and in different ways. So whether it's sharing like little bits that it's done for me, or if you're going out shopping and you're buying yourself like a nice new t-shirt, you know, and if the business is allowing you to do that, post about it, post about those things. Like if you've got the freedom to go get the children from school, post about it. And I think it's really important to remember to like not take this business for granted for like the little things, and it comes back to gratitude and your mindset. But I think it's really, really important to be doing that and making sure that you're thinking about the business as another product, you know, like the shakes, like the capsules. Are you posting about it enough, and are you sharing what it's doing for other people? So Millie's obviously giving you some great tips there to do, and then obviously sharing what it's doing for you, and then like sharing like you doing the business, like getting on Zoom calls. You know, you're waiting for the kids to come out of school and you've got 10 minutes, maybe you're there early, 10 minutes to quickly do a little bit of work, make a bit of money from your phone, help people process an order, you know, show people how easy it is to literally work from your mobile phone. It's really, really important. So that's yeah, I think that's really good.
Love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, I think it's really important, isn't it? Like, do you talk about the business enough? Like, are you actually showcasing the business? And it's not necessarily like about saying, do you want to join my team? It's about what this can do and has done for other people. And I think that's it's a real golden nugget, that, because actually this business has done so much for so many different people. You know, like, for example, the person that comes to my head then is Hayley Phillips. She didn't have any babies when she joined this business, and the business actually allowed her to have more children. The business allowed her to create another life and another life. And she's got 3 kids, and she wouldn't have been able to do that if she didn't have this business and the money. So just really, like, get yourselves onto Emma Karen's YouTube and watch the whole team winnings. Like, I always say as well, guys, it's so important, like, to be filling your brain full of positivity. And the way to go about that, I truly think, is to go and watch old Zoom calls, and you will get so many golden nuggets. Like, I absolutely love to watch Olivia Measures in her early days. She was just on point, amazing, just incredible. So just go and find people that you relate to, and, you know, do a 15-minute snippet and write a poll. Who wants a life like this? Hell yes, tell me more info. Like, you don't have to be selling it about your lifestyle if you haven't got the one that you want yet. The other way to do that is to create a vision board for yourself and talk about what this business is going to bring to you, because you guys know about manifestation. If you're focusing on what you want, you're going to get it. If you're focusing on what you haven't got yet and what you don't want, you're going to get more of that as well. So stop that and focus on what you want. Have you created a vision board? I created my vision board last week, and I cannot tell you, it's excited me beyond recognition of myself. Like, I had lost touch with why and what I was doing in this business, you know, throughout the start of this year. I've had personally just had a real struggle, like, mentally, you know, and I'm not afraid to say that, like, we all go through ups and downs. And just by doing my vision board, I was like, right, Mills, come on, it's time to get your ducks in a row, focus on what you want, focus on what matters in this business, and keep it simple. Customers, teamies, events. Customers, teamies, events. Get yourself on the products, show what they do for you. There's never a day where I don't take Juice Plus. Every single day I have my capsules, I have my shake. I nearly always have a perform. I always have an uplift when I have them. I have boosters every day. I use these products because they make me feel so damn good. So I'm asking you guys, like, what are you doing every day that's taking you closer to your health goals, but also to your business goals? And just like you're showcasing the products, showcase. If you want a dream house, if you're living in a house that you're not particularly happy in, go and find one on Pinterest and be like, house goals. Like, get people excited. When you post things like that, people go, oh, that's so nice, like, that's incredible, and start sowing seeds about having a vision. You know, they say that the most successful people in this world are people that close their eyes and are visionary. You know, close your eyes when you go to bed at night and just imagine what this can do for you, and think about when you're standing on stage, if you truly want this. Like, you might just want to earn £200 to £500 a month. Great. So what's that going to do for you? Close your eyes when you go to bed at night and think, what is an extra 500 quid going to do for me every single month for the rest of the year? Like, how good is Christmas going to be? If you want the big bucks, if you want to see yourself standing on stage getting that £7,200 bonus from the NMD, like, just imagine, I've got goosebumps, how that makes you feel. Like, I used to live and breathe NMD when I was going for it. I used to get up in the morning and just think NMD. It was on when I opened my cupboards, I had I am NMD. So I saw it. So it was imprinting on my brain every day. I used to dream about it. I was so hungry for it. I wanted it, and I would do anything to do it. And, you know, I used to think, like, God, what would it be like to have that kind of money? I come from a poor background, like, you know, we didn't have a lot. So that kind of money was just out of this world to me. So I want you to really think about, like, what would that do for you? Whatever it is, the position that you want to go for, like, honestly, guys, like, just imagine that you've already done it and thank the universe for what hasn't happened yet, and just say, thank you so much for my NMD bonus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as soon as you get into that state of gratitude, let me tell you something, your nervous system changes. You've got something in your body called a nervous system, as you know, and it's full of electricity, and you have different responses to things. And when you're thinking negatively, you have a response. When you think with gratitude and thanks, your nervous system completely calms down, and it puts you into a different state, and it opens you up and allows you to attract things. Okay, it's science. That's truth. That's not me being a hippie and tree huggy. This is truth. This is how your body works. So get yourself into a open state by being super grateful for what you've got right now, and thankful for what's to come, because that's a game changer. So this month, tell yourself, I'm so grateful for my promotion to SP. I'm so thankful for all of my customers that have come to me so easily. By the 15th of the month, I'm already SP. So create that for yourself, guys. Have that vision for yourself. because it's so important. And do you want to add anything just while I read these?
Mills is on a roll tonight, isn't she, guys? Woo!
What the fire.
I love it. Just to really add on to what you said, Millie, like I'm really making sure that I am doing my, like, just like little things, you know, like you say there, like listening to audios, like mindset is everything. And, you know, I think it's really important to really think about like what are you know, not only putting into your body with what you eat and stuff like that, you know, that we talk about this all the time, but what are you actually putting into your brain with, you know, positivity or the news or TV or negativity. So that's something that I've really been working on, like just like little crazy things that I've been really doing, and I've noticed such a massive difference in the last like 10 days or so. So like I always used to like listen to like sleep kind of like hypnotherapy stuff, where I used to like talk positive things. So, and I was like, I don't do that. I stopped doing it. Like, why have I stopped doing it? So I was like, started doing that again. So because your brain is on certain frequency waves before you go to sleep and first thing when you wake up, or when you're in a meditative state. So that's the best time to do it. And it actually helps to reprogram your mind in the sense of, you know, helps you to believe in yourself and think more positively. You know, everyone's always going to get those little negative, little limiting beliefs. But remember, like I think it says in The Secret or in The Power, you've just got to tip that scale by 51%. So even if you just start thinking a few more positive thoughts, or like again, just becoming aware of it and kind of like flicking that negative voice away and trying to replace it with like a more positive one, like you just got to tip that scale by 51%, and then you'll start manifesting and attracting so much more. So like just listening to, so I literally just put into YouTube like business focused affirmations. So it depends on like what you obviously want to attract, what you want to work on. Like maybe for example you want to attract like your perfect husband, so you could put into like YouTube, you know, self-love affirmations, or like love perfect partner affirmations, you know, whatever it is that you really want to manifest right now. Maybe it's confidence or happiness, or, you know, business, or your whatever it is, success. So you could put that into YouTube, and that's what I've been listening to go to sleep. First thing in the morning, that's what I put on when I'm getting ready and I'm brushing my teeth. And then around that, you know, I'm making sure that I'm putting into, like, I always love listening to like motivational speeches on YouTube, or like Millie said, like old Zoom calls, you know, things that are actually gonna motivate me, get my energy up, get me thinking really, really strongly. And it's made such a massive difference just from doing that. And obviously doing my gratitude journal in the morning and writing out my goals, you know, just something very, very simple. That's so I've been really, really strict to my morning routine, really listening to more audios. So like when I'm walking Pascal, I'm listening to, I've got 2 amazing audio books that I'm loving at the moment. If anyone's interested in what they are, I'll let you know, but they are literally incredible, like the best audios you do. Okay. So I know I've already told you about this one, Millie, Manifest, the orange one. I've already told you about that one. That's really good. That's amazing. And this one is a new one I've been listening to, which is called Rich as Fuck. And it's so good. So maybe I'll talk about it more another time, but it's really good. So those 2 are just on point for me at the moment, and I'm listening to those and just making sure that anytime I can, you know, I'm doing, you know, I ask myself, is this going to build my business? Is this going to get me to where I want to be? And I think, like Millie said, it's really important to like have your vision and have your vision board or your goals of where it is that you're going. And if maybe you've lost yourself in that, maybe you need to redo your vision board and get clear on where it is that you're going. And I think it's really important to kind of like have those longer term goals, but then also have like those shorter term goals, like what do you want to achieve in the next 90 days, like little things, you know. So I think that's really, really important. So hopefully that helps anyone.
Yeah, love that. Absolutely love that. John always used to say that he used to go to bed with Jim Rohn every night, didn't he? He used to go to bed with Jim Rohn and just take Jim Rohn to bed with him. And it's so true, like, you know, whatever you think about before you go to sleep, your brain is going to process during the night. So it's really important to be putting that good stuff in. And again, like me and Steph, we've kind of fallen out the habit of it, but every night before we go to bed, we always used to say 3 things to each other that we were grateful for. And that's a lovely way to kind of like go to sleep. So you can even just do it with yourself, like close your eyes and think, I'm so grateful for my house that keeps me warm and safe. I'm so grateful for my Juice Plus products that keep me super healthy. I've been taking them for 9 years and I'm just full of energy. I'm super grateful for my amazing team who have contributed to me to be able to live the life that I have over the last 9 years. I'd be lost without them. Like just something like that, like, and really mean it and say why, because then, you know, you create more realness, if you like, when you say why, rather than I'm grateful for my house, grateful for some shoes I've got, grateful for my car. Like really think why. It makes a difference. So
I think also as well, just quickly, a great thing to do in the evening is I'll often say to DJ, and we'll say it to each other. So I'll be like, what's one thing that's happened today that you're grateful for? And what it does is it makes you think back through your day, because like before you know it, it gets to the end of the day and you kind of forget about what's happened that day and you're always on to the next day, right? Whereas actually just taking 5 minutes and do this with your family, do this with your children, do this with your partner. One thing that's happened today that you're grateful for, and it makes you like run back through your day, and it makes you actually stop and appreciate your days more. And you'll all of a sudden you'll be able to say one thing and then you'll be able to say like 5 things. But what will happen is when you do that, as the day goes on, you'll start to like notice more things and appreciate more things, like the little things. And that's where true happiness is. And I think that's what I love to do. And I think that, again, I know that, again, it's doing something just before you go to sleep. And then something like that when you wake up. It's all about your brain frequencies, and how you go to sleep is then obviously affects how you wake up as well. And then that obviously then affects your day. Your days turn into your weeks turn into months, your months turn into years. And before you know it, like years can go by and you're not getting where you want to be. You're not being feeling appreciative of, you know, all the things that we have so much to be grateful for. Even in like the rubbish things that have happened to me, I always look for things I can be grateful for in them. Like I know that if I didn't lose poker the way I did, I wouldn't be where I am now with the life I do with Juice Plus, because I pursued Juice Plus more because of that. So always looking for things that you can be grateful for in every situation.
love that. Oh, that's amazing. Well done, Ames. Like it's so can be so hard to find good in the really bad situations, but there's always a bit of light no matter what in the darkness. So thank you for sharing that. Well, we've got deep, haven't we, tonight? I love this. Then like the reason that we're sharing this with you guys is because, like, you know, we've been there through the ups and the downs, and if you can kind of master this now and get yourself into a state where you're in control of what happens between your ears and getting really grateful, then, you know, in the tough times that you'll keep on going and you'll keep pursuing, and you'll see that there is always a way to get to where you want to be, even if things feel tough, like you're trudging through mud and you're not riding that wave yet because you're in the sinking sand and you haven't quite got out to the sea yet. Like you've just got to keep on going and keep focusing on that wave and where you're going on the goal. So Tia just says, I have so many people that say they think they will think about it and seem interested, want all the info, but then just don't feel ready. Do you know what, babe? Like I totally relate to that. People say that all the time to me too. So just keep them on your drip list. So whatever their goals are, again, like post something that relates to them and then pop them a little message and just say, hey, hope you're well. What are you up to for the Jubilee weekend? Go and give them a like and love and a comment on their posts, and you will be top of mind awareness for them. And eventually, like, it's not a no and it's just a not yet, because they haven't seen enough yet. They're not ready. Just because someone isn't saying yes, it doesn't mean they're saying no. It just means then they're not ready yet. They've just got they need to get more ready. And it's not anything to do with you. You've just got to wait for them, but also feed what you know that they're wanting to see. Okay, if that makes sense. Sana says you can ask them what's holding you back from getting started. Yeah, again, like you can 100% ask them that, and that's a really great question. And then you can help handle the objection, because they might say something like, oh, well, you know, I just don't think I can afford it. And you can say, well, do you know what, I used to think that as well when I was started on the shakes. I used to think that it was going to be really expensive, but what I found was that I stopped eating all the things like takeaways, meal deals, and I actually end up saving money. So I can guarantee you that on this you will probably end up saving money. Is there anything else that was holding you back? And if they say no, you can then say, oh, okay, you ready to get started? Shall we sign you up? Yeah. So that's how I would tackle it. Yeah, Laura says you put out you receive. Is there an echo?
Yeah, It sounded like there's a car or a big lorry driving past your house or something.
Oh no.
It sounded like that to me anyway.
Why is there an echo?
I think it's better now.
Has it gone?
Has for me, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My window is open, so it might sound really loud. So I'm really sorry. I should have closed that. So yeah, love the morning calls, says Laura. Thank you. That was awesome, Amy. Yeah, that was about the infinity. Was it the infinity of success?
Infinity cycle of success.
Oh, Zana's gone. But just in case she watches it back, that's for her. I've been struggling to get people to join and just not knowing what to post and what to say. So again, like just going back to getting on your journey, like if you start using the product, you can showcase you using the products and thinking, what is your goal? Why are you on these products? What do you want to improve? So ask yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. I'll put this in the chat as well just now. Let me just find it. I send this to all of my customers. So as well as getting them to check in every single Monday, I get them to fill this out and ask them to add in anything else that they feel is relatable to them. So if you have a look at this on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, rate the following on how you feel now, and we can keep track of your progress over the coming months. So energy, skin, hair, nails, nutrition, water intake, mood, sleep, physical activity, strength in the gym, and motivation. And then if you've got someone that's got IBS or inflammatory issues with their arthritis, well, get them to add that on there as well. And then you get them to fill that in. Like I do it every Monday as well. So when they check in, and then what they'll start off with is like 3s and 4s. And then I've done this with my girls and they're all at like 8s, 9s and 10s. And it's amazing. So this is something that I absolutely love. And I'll pop this in the chat as well so you can copy it. So I don't know if you can from there. So put that in the chat. So then what you can do, whoever asked this question, I think it was Zoom user that's not actually here anymore. But anyway, I'll explain to you guys, is that you can then say, right, I need to obviously look at my sleep. My sleep is like a 3 out of 10 and my strength in the gym is like 2. So I'm going on a mission to strengthen my gym, to strengthen my strength in the gym and to have better sleep. So then you start finding ways to do that on your social media, having a bedtime routine, going to the gym, finding a routine on Pinterest, go and do a home workout and then post about it. Just on a home workout, now having a complete or perform shake to refuel my body. Simple. Okay, so it's really about just thinking outside the box and going on that health journey and showing your audience what you're doing to get healthier. So all this business is you showing people what you're doing. You're not trying to sell, you're showing people how that you feel your best, how that you're moving closer towards your best health. Because if you're currently, guys, and like this is the truth, like you will always find that the people that are doing the best in this business are people that are on a health journey, that are on top of their nutrition, that are eating well, going to the gym or moving at home, going for walks and looking after their bodies in every respect, drinking their water, getting a good amount of sleep, and really looking after themselves, cutting out the junk food, having 1 or 2 cheat meals a week, but then, being that inspiration. We're a part of a health company. This is something that I'm so passionate about. And I think that, we really need to focus on as a company is that we represent health. So we need to be people that represent health. If you want to be successful, you want to be somebody that someone comes to you and goes, wow, you've had such great results. I'm inspired by that. Like I want a bit of that. And that is what you'll find, that people will come to the people who feel inspired because of what results that you're getting. So yeah, that's my top tips on that. Ames, did you want to add anything?
No, I think that it's been an amazing call, and I know that so many of the guys have got so much value. If there's if anyone's got any last minute questions, but I think we're running out of time now.
Yeah.
It's been such a great call. So many things have been so well covered, and I'm excited. Like I've got an inbox full. Like right, I'm gonna go do a little bit of work before the end of the night. I think that did you say there's another call at 9 with Danny or Simon?
So Danny Kummer is going live with Simon Bowler at 9 o'clock on Simon Bowler's page. Just wanted to say as well, guys, just about the event on the 30th of June. Me and Ames were talking about this briefly just before we jumped on here. But what we're going to do is we're all going to aim to get there, and we're all going to have some drinks afterwards, have a bit of a get together with the team, and just spend some time together. And then we're going to get some dates in the diary for some fun trips to places like Thorpe Park. Me and Ames went to Thorpe Park. I don't know if Shaf, I'm not sure if you were there as well, back in 2015 or 14. And we had, you might have seen the video of Amy where she goes to get soaked by the log flume, and it totally messed her and she tripped over a lady's bag. It was hilarious. It was so funny, but we have such fun, guys, and we're going to arrange some days out and have some real fun together soon. So over the summer, we'll all be meeting up. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And let's do this. Let's really focus on SP. Aim, sorry.
I'll just quickly say then as well, another date for your diary, the 25th of June, Dublin event. So for any of you over in Ireland, or if you've got potentials or team in Ireland, 25th of June, there's an amazing Dublin event. It's called NMD Mind. It's run by Mary and Seamus Penrose. So I know that me and my mum are going over to that, and Louise and Kelly are going as well. So if anyone wants, I have got the link for the tickets, so if you don't know what it is, I can share it with you or put it in the team group. So if anyone wants to go, that'll be a really another good one to get to.
I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love events. Events are what build business, guys, and it's what happens after the events, isn't it? That's what builds. So how exciting. Cool. And also anybody that's local to us or has got local people, me and Claire Tully are running salad jar events, which are going so well. It's so super fun. We make a bowl of salad, take it over, have lunch, and then take a bowl of salad away with us, and we talk about juice burst while we're there. It's amazing because obviously it's all to do with health. So that's working really well for us as well. So guys, thank you so much for joining. I'm literally going to shoot you straight over now to, I'm actually going to put Simon, I might just share my screen so you guys can stay on here if you want. Let me see if you guys want to stay on. Let me put Simon Bowler on here. We can watch it together. Here he is.
Exciting. There they are in the Juice Plus world as I'm going through my Facebook Live. Good to see you, Laura. Today or tonight is going to be a very exciting call. Somebody I've known actually since she started this business. So I've seen the whole journey develop over the years and the awesome leader that she has become. And I've got her upline watching as well, Michelle Toll. Good to see you, Michelle. I'm going to be getting her online. So take some notes tonight as well, because like I said, the one little thing that comes out of this sort of next half an hour where you go, it's a bit of a light bulb moment. Ah, right, I never knew that. I'm going to start doing that in my business house tomorrow as well. And then also, as we go through this call, what it's going to do is probably going to trigger some people in your mind that probably it could be in your team, or it could be somebody new who's a prospect that you want to send this call to. They might be very similar in a way, and you go, actually, I need to send them this call or tag them in, or I need to put this in my group as well for my team so they can watch this. So let me go away actually and get my guest on for tonight, who is the beautiful Danny Cumru. And she is going to be hopefully taking us through her amazing story of success. Here she is. Right, let's get her on board. Here we go. Okay. For us, hopefully. If you're just checking in, let us know which city, which country you're joining from, and if you're watching back as a recording, hashtag replay. Here she is.
Hi, that was actually really smooth. I got on really quick. I always get nervous with double lives. I'm like, please, no technical difficulties.
It looked like we've actually been sort of going through the whole thing and sort of trying it out, didn't we? And did some.
It did. Looked very professional.
But we haven't actually. I just said to Danny, listen, I'll DM you 1 minute before I go live. And that was it. So here we are. By the way, I just love these calls. Why do I love them? Because I think I always learn something from everybody as well, right? And hopefully tonight, like I said, it's going to be one thing or a couple of things that we learn from you. But it's the stories as well. I mean, our business is all about, yeah, we've got a great company, great products, but actually it's the people. It's the stories, it's how it changes people's lives. It's not always about the materialistic things. It's actually about, not the things, it's about what people become. And I've watched your journey since you started, Danny, to where you've become this amazing, independent, sort of fearless woman that has done some incredible things with her life and still continues to do today. We've got a lot of people coming, actually. A lot of people wanted to get on this call. I just knew, I could feel it actually bubbling, actually, when the flyer went out, the interest in it as well. So anyway, like I say, if you're just joining, which city, which country you're joining from, great. Watching it back, hashtag replay. So let's kick off, shall we? Let's get going for the evening, the next sort of 30 minutes. So first and foremost, right, what we all want to hear, and certainly for the new people that don't really know you, tell us your story, right? What were you doing before Juice Plus, and how did you get involved? How did it all happen?
Of course. So thank you so much for having me on, Simon. I feel so honoured and actually really nervous, even though, you know, I've spoken
Why?
on
You've done a billion lives.
I don't know. I just feel really nervous. But anyway, nervous is good. I'll get into it, absolutely. But yeah. So to anyone that's watching, lovely introduction from Simon. My name is Danny. I'm a PMD in the business. Nearly coming up to my 7-year anniversary, I think next month, July. So that's really exciting. And when I started, I'd never heard of the industry, never heard of network marketing, never heard of Juice Plus, never heard about incredible products. I was a school teacher. My daughter was, how old is she now? 11, so she was like 4. I got back into teaching. My husband was working really hard. And we were like really hard-working people that had a lot of goals about where we wanted to be in the future, right? But we've just got on the property ladder. And life's not easy, right? We were working really hard, and I was sort of going out, and I was even doing like a bar job as my husband was getting in from work. And I was like, we were at a point where we were like, there must be more to life. Like, we've got all of these goals, but at the moment, like, we're going out, we're working with really hard-working people, but we still haven't necessarily got like the life that we want.
And how long were you a teacher for?
So I went to university and then did my teacher training. So I was about 21 when I started teaching.
Wow. And what grade was it you were teaching?
Secondary. So 11 plus. And I did absolutely love it. But at the time I was doing lots of different jobs, and we just wanted something else. So we just wanted something that was ours. And we looked at like traditional businesses, and I'm not a massive risk taker. I'm the sort of person, like, I didn't want to like invest our life savings into a business which could work or could not work. And when I come across Juice Plus, it was just like a no-brainer, because the sign-up fees not a lot, like, and I was just like, it's not, if it doesn't work, I'd rather say I gave it a try than to always wonder what if. So didn't know anything, found it online, said yes, was a little bit skeptical, didn't even tell Ross, my husband, because I thought he'd have thought that I'd lost the plot.
Yeah, right. So you kept it a secret.
Kept it a secret, didn't even tell him. He knew that I was using my phone more, but he didn't really know what I was doing. And I got on the products and loved them. Like, literally lost weight, felt better. I always had lots of energy, and I kind of lost it becoming a mum. Like, I never had energy. I was always like tired all the time. And I got on these products and I felt instantly better.
So what did you do? Did you start the complete and the capsules? You've gone complete first? I
did. The complete and the berry capsules were what I ordered first of all. And loved them, like literally fell in love with them. And I thought, do you know what? I'm using these products. I'm feeling better. Let me just put a couple of posts up on Facebook and see what people say. And the feedback was incredible. So I started getting my first few customers. They all absolutely loved it. And I was just really enjoying what I was doing. At the time, I still never really knew the potential of the business opportunity. I just thought it was to make an extra couple of £100 and that's it. And then it was February 2016? Yes, February 2016. I saw advertised on your page and all of these pages that there was a convention coming up. And I was like, I'm going to go. And I was SC in the business. And I said to Ross, we're going to a convention with this thing that I'm doing. And he was like, well, what is it? And I was like, listen, it's a weekend away. You're going to love it. Let's go together. And he didn't know what I was taking him to. And we walked into the room, and it's the best thing I ever did, taking him with me, because we saw the vision together. And from that day, we both knew that our lives were never going to be the same again. We felt the energy, we heard the stories, we saw the people on stage talking about how they've completely changed their life with this business. And as I say, before this, I didn't know. I thought, yes, I'm enjoying the products. Yes, I'm sharing it. It's an extra few £100. I didn't understand the extent to what you could achieve until I was in that room. And it's a feeling, Simon, isn't it, when you're at convention? It's not even what you hear, it's how you feel.
I can feel it in the air, yeah.
It is. And I felt magic. I felt like I could walk on fire. I felt like I could walk through walls. And I come home from that convention, and Ross still didn't join, by the way. He still watched, right?
And was he sceptical? Was he still sceptical or not?
I think he believed in me at this point. He believed in the company, he believed in the product. He saw what I saw, but he didn't believe in himself. So he thought, let me just see what Dan does, and maybe I'll join later. So he just watched me, and he knew that I was going to change our life. I just think he didn't believe in himself enough to join as well. And I said to him, we had the big commitment wall at the convention, and I wrote on there, I'm going to come back to the next convention as an NMD. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what pay line meant. I didn't know how I was going to get there. But I knew that the people talking on stage, the people that was in VIP having their hair and makeup done, the people with the stars on the floor.
But they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah. And I was like, if they're doing it, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to come back to the next one as an NMD. And it's exactly what I did. So within 1 year of joining, I went national marketing director. I got my first phone call from you, which was like, gave me your goosebumps. And you're like, Danny, do you know what I'm going to say? I'm like, no, what you're going to say. And I got that call to say you've done it. And when you get that call, guys, every single person on here, you can get that call one day saying you've bloody done it, right? You've worked hard, and now you've finally done it. And I got that call, and I had I qualified for a trip to LA at the time, Simon. You probably remember California we went to, didn't we?
Yeah,
and it was absolutely mind-blowing, like hitting an MD, qualifying for California, and I knew that my life was never going to be the same again. And I carried on working hard, and then obviously I went IMD, EMD. It took me 3 years to get to PMD. During that time, Ross decided to join. He joined when I hit NMD, so it took him a whole year to say yes. He joined, he built his business up part-time around his very demanding full-time job. And then we both I hit PMD exactly the same month as Ross hit NMD, which was a crazy month in our house. We qualified for Thailand, which was put on by some of our mentors, John Holowati and Alex Webb. And on that trip, I can say it was like we completely changed as people. We knew who we wanted to be. We knew what we wanted to achieve. We knew how we wanted to make people feel. And I learned so much from them incredible leaders. Like, they just taught me so much. And it was on that trip, actually, talking to John and Alex, that Ross decided, I'm all in. I'm going to quit my full-time job, and I'm going to do this business full-time with my wife. And I was very scared of him quitting his job, because in your mind, you've been brought up all your life to kind of think stability, job. So that really, really scared me. But he made the decision. And for 3 years now, so it's been nearly 3 years, we've both done this business full-time together. And we just live an amazing life. I just love it. I am just obsessed with this business. So it's been the best almost 7 years ever.
What an amazing story. I mean, for me, by the way, what came out of that is that you took your husband to the convention early on, actually. Now, just imagine if you had not taken him to that Birmingham convention, what would have happened? You know, because we all hear about the negative spouse syndrome, of course. you get back from a convention and you're jumping up and down, and they're going like, what is wrong with you? My God, something has happened to my wife or girlfriend. They've changed. What has gone wrong? Right, I need to give her a pill or something. But yeah, great one. Listen, next question is, and I ask all my guests this one on the Wednesday Wisdom, is 3 things that we never knew about Danny Cumru. What are these 3 things?
Okay, so some people might know this one, but it's a fun one for those of you that don't know. You might not know, Simon, I don't know. So when I first graduated from university, I actually did a Disney college graduate program, and I got to go and live in Disney for a year, which was so amazing. Like, I moved to America on my own. I got to work in the Disney parks. It was my very first time going to America. So I lived and worked in Disney. I got to do some incredible things like operating the rides, working in front of house in hotels, working in like the merchandise shop. I got to work in all the different like Animal Kingdom, Hollywood studios. And Disney, from that day, it's always been like a massive dream of mine then to take my family back to Disney. And because of this business, I did it. I took all of them to Disney with my QNMD bonus. It was the first time we went. And then we went back again with, I think, my IMD bonus, and then we had it booked again last year, but we couldn't go because of lockdown. But I'm literally going to be taking my family to Disney every single year in the future because of this business.
That must have felt really special, actually. Did you dress up as a character bowler when you were working for Disney or not?
No, I didn't get to do that, but I have got the height requirement because Mickey and Minnie have got to be between like 4'8" and 5'2", so I just made the height requirement, so I could have done it, but it's so hot in America, I was like, no. Did we say 3 things, right?
Yeah, so that's one.
Right, so that was number 1.
Number 2.
Right. Number 2, actually, and this leads on from that one, right? When I had booked to go to Disney, I had just met Ross Connery, right, who's my husband, right? He was obsessed with me. We were going out for a couple of weeks, and I turned around and I said to him, I'm moving to Disney, babe. Like, I'm going to America. And he was like, no, don't go. And I'm like, I'm going. But we spoke every single day while I was there. He got a massive Danny tattoo down his arm.
Did he really?
Like,
did he?
Yeah.
Before you went?
And while I was there, I think, was literally only together a couple of weeks.
God, wow.
And then he came out while I was living at Disney and proposed to me in front of the castle with the fireworks and everything like that. Yeah, he just wanted to get me home. And then the ending to that story is I got home from Disney. My plan was then to go and do a Disney cruise ship and go to Australia. But he was like, let's get married. And I got home. We planned our wedding within 6 weeks and we got married. So we was actually only together a year when we got married, and I was away for nearly 11 months ago.
I did not know that.
Unbelievable, eh? But I like his commitment, putting like your name down his arm and a tattoo.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was like, I can't get rid of him now. I'm stuck with him now. And then the third one, I'll give you a really random one because that was quite a cute one. And obviously we've been married now for 12 years. So
everyone's going, oh, I love that. Oh, it's cute. Yeah, go on, Ross. Go on.
He did it. He did it. We've been married now for 12 years, so it worked. The tattoo works. So the third one is quite a funny one. I literally have a phobia of sweet corn. Like, I hate it.
Really?
Like, if you literally have it near me, I'll gag. Like, I actually gag. Like gag. So if I go Nando's with anyone and they order like a corn on the cob or something, they literally have to sit on a different table. Like, it literally.
So what if it's like there's just the smell of sweet corn?
The smell of it, anything. No, if you get like a ready-made salad and they put sweet corn in it, it's got like a juice, hasn't it? Like, oh no.
So if I had a sweet corn spray and sprayed it all over you, what would happen?
I would be sick. I'd literally gag.
Right, we're going to have to remember that one, aren't we? Just in case we need it at some time with Danny. Right, let's get more into this interview here. Right, so early parts of starting your business, looking back, what was the most difficult thing that you had to overcome?
So I thought about this question, Simon, long and hard, right? And I come out with loads of different things in my head about how to answer this, right? And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to answer it really honestly, because I could tell you so many things of what I think people need to overcome in the first place. But actually, for me, the start of my journey, I didn't have to overcome a lot because I didn't know anything, but I was so excited, Simon. I was so excited by what I could see. Typical things that people need to overcome are like negative people's opinions. Well, it didn't bother me. I was literally like, I don't care. You think what you want. I'll see my thing. Move out my way. I'm doing it, right? People have excuses or have to overcome having enough time. I didn't care. I was literally like, I will go to sleep at 4 in the morning if I have to. I was a teacher. I had my daughter. I was working a bar. I was working a wedding venue till 1 in the morning. I was doing tutoring for extra money on the side. It did not bother me. Whatever someone would say, oh, but I haven't got that. Oh, no, I've got the time because I will make it happen. I'll sit in the toilet. I'll sit in my car for 5 minutes. I will make it happen. Other things that people struggle with, confidence. Now, this is something for me. I never had any confidence to do things like live videos because I used to actually get bullied for like the way I spoke and stuff. I wouldn't even do a speech at my wedding because I was actually really, really scared of doing anything like that. But because I knew, you know, it happens, good things happen when you go outside of your comfort zone. I didn't care. I just thought, you know what? People are going to rather like me or they're not. And if they don't like me, delete me, move out of my way. I'll find someone that does like me. I am going to build this business no matter what. So I did think long and hard about this time. And I thought, what did I have to overcome? What was the most difficult thing? But for me, really, I had that vision of what I wanted to achieve for my life so vivid in my head that whatever I had to overcome, I just overcome it. I didn't use anything as an excuse. Like, I remember how I was back then, and obviously it took me a year to get to NMD. So I was literally invested in this. I was literally like, whatever it takes, I'm going to get there. And I think people, you know, you do tell yourself these different things like, oh, I'm not confident enough, or I haven't got enough time. But guys, you can make excuses or you can change your life. And I just chose, I'm going to change my life. And I just went with it. So I'm sorry it doesn't really answer your question, but I have to be honest with that one. In the early days, and we'll get on to like later on, like I have had struggles, but in the early days, I felt like I was just excited and I just made it happen.
Fantastic. By the way, I love your energy. I've always loved you. I've always loved your energy. It's just very infectious, right? We could bottle that Danny Cumru energy up. Like,
I get excited. That's what it is.
We could sell it, couldn't we? And by the way, this is a great interview, right? You might want to message some of your team now. Say, get on this interview. Get on it. Come on. You can't miss this one. Let's go on to the next one, right? This is a question really about working together with husbands in the business. Because we've got a number of people where the partner joined later on, of course, and we know what the husbands do. Go eventually, first of all, they're like, right, you're never going to be successful with this business. Never going to work. Never going to work, right? You're putting all the time in. Money's not coming, of course. And all of a sudden, bing, right? There's a bonus comes in, and it's their idea. It was all of a sudden, it was their idea. I mean, what is it? What is it with us men? That just seems to happen. But anyway, listen. Ross is an EMD in his own right. How does the dynamic work for you guys working together? And what advice would you have for other partners that are working their Juice Plus businesses in tandem?
So first of all, the best thing I ever done, which we've already spoke about, was get into an event really early on. Because he saw the vision with me and he saw how amazing this business could be with me. So we literally saw the vision together. And I think it's really important to get your partners to see the vision because, you know, it does take time, it does take commitment. And when your partner sees that with you and they support you, I mean, we've always done things like, we've all got our vision boards, right? Let us know in the chat if you've got your vision board, right? What's really lovely is making a family vision board, right? Sitting down with your partner and your family and saying to your family, where do we want to be in 5 years? Where do we want to be in 10 years? Actually making like a plan with your family. And then they know why. They know why you're on a call at 9 o'clock at night. They know why you're getting up to do a call at 6:30 in the morning because they see it with you. They see the vision with you. And I think so many people hold back from talking to their family about it because they might feel embarrassed or they might feel that their family won't support them. But your family won't support you if you're not honest about your passion and where you want to go. So you have to actually get their buy-in and you actually have to say, like, this is what I'm doing. Like, look at it with me. Like, this is what I'm going to achieve for us. And know where you're going so much that, like, your partner, like, believes in you because you believe in yourself so much. So Ross obviously joined after I'd been doing the business a year and he loves it as much as I do. We really work really well. We're really, really different. So we run our businesses really, really different. And we both got that incredible energy, like you say, but a completely different type of energy. Ross is very more strategic. Is that the word? I'm just literally like, I just do it, right? I can just press go live and I can just do it. Whereas Ross, like, I need a plan. I need to know what we're going to talk about. So he's a lot more like that. But what's incredible is Ross, in his full-time job, he was a head of retail. So he managed people and he worked with people and he did things like he had development plans for people, right? So he did things like took people that were store assistants and made them store managers, right? He developed people. That's what he did in his job. And all of the skills that you need in Juice Plus are transferable from what you did, right? I was a teacher. Like, they're transferable skills. And he is literally incredible with training. So when I kind of joined, no one knows what we're doing at the beginning. You know, we didn't have anything implemented. We didn't have training pages. We didn't have induction programs. We didn't have anything like that. And Ross has used all of his transferable skills to kind of make all of that. And we work through our strengths. So my strength is my energy, getting on Facebook Live, attracting people to the business, talking to new people. And Ross's strength is really like developing people, training people. So if you are working your business together with a partner, I would actually really think about where your key strengths are. Because when Ross first started this business, he was like, right, I'm going to go out and I'm going to find people, I'm going to do what Danny does. And actually, we're both very different. And what Ross does is very different to me. So now we use our strengths, we play to our strengths to run our business together as a partnership. And it just works. Like, he's just incredible with what he does. You know, I'm very good at getting sales and recruitment and doing what I do. And it just works. It's just insane. And it's just so nice. So, yeah, if you are doing it together as a partnership, I would really think about where your strengths are and play to those strengths, really, Simon.
Fantastic, great, good tag team. I think that's the great thing about you two, isn't it? It really is. By the way, what I like about your Facebook Lives is you go and lock yourselves in the car to do your live, and I know why you do that as well, because obviously the house is busy, it's noisy, you know, things are happening. Where close the door of your car, that's it. I've got the car to myself. I'm in control of my environment now, and I've always loved your lives. I always have, Danny. They've been great.
Thank you.
Listen, let's go on to the next question. Right, right, we've seen thousands and thousands, or lots and lots of people, anyway, hundreds of people in your team as well. And I've seen thousands of people get involved in the business over my years, 30 plus years. What would you say, looking at it now, with what how many years in the business now? Is it
almost 7?
7. What would you say are the characteristics that make somebody a leader, right? And you can probably detect this when somebody starts in the business. All of a sudden, it's like your radar is up, your leadership radar. You think, wow, you know what? That's Sarah. I just know she could become an amazing leader. She doesn't know it herself, but I just know that she's got what it takes. I can really feel it. What are those things? I think this is a great tip because, you know, I mean, for people watching now, right, it's going to help them in the process, because you can't grow this business, as you know, without developing leaders underneath you. And that's it. And then you get out of the way and go, right, get on with it. I'll go and build some new leaders. What are those things?
Love that question. And do you know what? I love what you just said. I love seeing stuff in people before they see it in themselves. That's the great thing about this business. So many people start and they've not got the confidence and they don't think they can do it. And I love seeing traits in people that I'm like, do you know what? She is going to absolutely smash it. And I tell them, because I think being a good leader, you tell people, you support people, and you tell them exactly what their strengths are, and you help them to play to their strengths. And you've got to tell them that they're amazing. You've got to tell them that they can do it. And sometimes you've got to believe in people before they believe in yourself. Belief is absolutely massive, and we all have to believe in ourselves in this business to absolutely smash it. But sometimes it takes that other person to believe in you before you believe in yourself, like you believe in all of us, Simon. You know, from day one, when you very first got me up on stage, you've always had a belief in me, like you have a belief in everyone in this business. And I think that's a powerful thing when you see something in someone before they see it in themselves. And I absolutely love that. I love telling people how incredible they are. And you have to care about people. This is a people's business. So I'll admit it, at the start, you make your own vision, you make your own vision board, and it's about you. And there's nothing wrong with that. We have to have our own goals and our own vision and our own materialistic goals of where we want to go. But over time, when you do become a leader, it becomes about other people, and it's not about you anymore. It's not about your paycheck anymore. And the saying is so true: the more people you help to get their paycheck, the bigger your paycheck will be anyway. You don't even have to worry about your own. You worry about other people's. You don't even have to worry about your own. And I think you've just got to truly care about other people. And that's something, like, when I look back at who I was when I started this business to who I am now, it's worlds apart. You grow, and you have to go on this like incredible growth journey throughout this business. But what makes a good leader? Let's go back to your question. Leading from the front, absolutely. Like, when this incentive come out this month, we had an incentive. It was in the UK. I don't know if it was elsewhere, but we had to do our own 825+1. I've done it every single month. I always wake up every single day and tick off my DMO and do my DMO every single day. Yeah, whether you're a partner, whether you're a senior partner, whether you're a PMD plus, it doesn't matter. Like, the real true leaders of this business, they lead by example. Like, I always want to show my team. I made 30 sales last month. In fact, I made 35 sales last month, wow. I think. And I brought in 15 new team members personally.
Wow. So think of that. PMD, here you are, PMD, 30 sales you did. And you brought in 15 new frontline, yeah? Yeah,
and it's something that I pride myself on every single month. Every single month, I want to bring in new people. Every single month, I want frontline promotions. Every single month, I want to bring new people into the business because I love it, and I want to show people, like, this business is incredible. I just want to keep bringing more and more people in. I want to shout it from the rooftops, but I also want to do it because I want to show my team. I'm in the trenches with them. I'm there with them. People do what you do, not what you say, right? That's how the saying is. And it's so true. That's why I want to be top of the recruitment board. I want to be top of the sales board. That's not for my ego. That's not to say, look at me. That's to show my team and everyone looking up to me what's possible. And that's what I want to do every single month. Also, work ethic. So I can always spot the people that work really, really hard in this business. You've got to have the work ethic. It's got to be there. The mindset. So this is something that you need to work on. You have to work on your mindset. Get into NMD. I can hand on heart say, I woke up 5 o'clock every single day and done the 5 a.m. club, did Miracle Morning, did the 5 a.m. club. I did the magic some days. I literally worked on myself, worked on my mindset. And I think that's so important because you're going to get distractions. You're going to get people try and pull you this way and that way. You're going to get people try and stand in your way. And you have to be, your mindset has to be so strong that you can handle all of that and you can keep going. I literally had tunnel vision getting to the top, like literally tunnel vision, and nothing was going to distract me. And that's because I worked on my mindset every single day. And that's something this business taught me. I didn't know anything about mindset before I joined Juice Plus. This is something that this business has taught me that I'm so grateful for. Simon, take the bonuses away, take everything that I've learned, everything that I've earned, take it all away. Just for the mindset alone, this business is incredible. Like, like I didn't know any of this. Like I didn't know that you had to work on yourself and your mindset every day. Like the free mindset training that we get, it's just absolutely incredible. It really is. And I do notice the people that work on them. You can tell, right? The people that don't work on their mindset, and sometimes it's the missing piece of the cake, right? You can get orders, you can get teamies, but if you're not working on your mindset, one day you're going to get distracted, right? Because you've not worked on the most important thing. Being teachable, consistency, never giving up, like no matter what, no matter how hard it is, just never getting up and keeping going. And my last point I want to make on what makes people successful in this business is one thing that I've done that I think is key is building an incredible community. That's what I'm all about now. I'm all about the community. I've built such an incredible community with consistency where we lock in. I've done every single Sunday night from the day that I started, maybe not the day that I started, maybe from when I got to SSC or something like that. Every single night for the past 7 years, I have done a Sunday night team call at 8:30. It never changes. It's always the same time. Doesn't matter where I am in the world, I will do that call. And it's the consistency and it's the lock-in with the community. We have a massive team chat. We call it the Hangout. And it's just supportive. Everyone just loves on one another in there. Everyone just asks questions in there. I mean, girls, if anyone in the team, write in the chat how incredible the
Love your
Hangout is.
Sunday calls. Everyone's
down.
putting it down. I've just come off the phone, actually, on Zoom before this to Cheryl Cortese. A lot of people won't know her, but she's the most successful female leader in our business worldwide. She's done, just like you, she's done a Monday call for her NMDs for 34 years.
Wow.
Never missed one call.
Yeah, and success leaves clues. It's no doubt that she does that. I'm sitting on here and I'm saying that I do that. It's in that consistency, and it works, guys. My team know we've got calls going on all the time, but they know we call our Sunday night call the non-negotiable PAL team call. It's non-negotiable. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You do your best to get on that call.
Yeah, fantastic.
That's it.
Great tips on that one there. Let's go through this next one. And this is a great one anyway, because it mirrors life. It's like the roller coaster of life that we're all on, the ups and the downs and the ups and the downs. How do you deal with those moments when actually nothing seems to be going right? It's like you're doing everything right, but nothing seems to be going right, right? We've had calls together as well. I remember, it's like Simon, I'm doing all these things, just nothing seems to be working at the moment. How do you deal with this in your mind?
It's a hard one, isn't it? And it's, any business goes up and any business comes down. And I'll tell you the truth, Simon, when I started and I was on that first journey and it took me a year to get to NMD and I felt like I could walk on water and it was absolutely insane. I'll be honest with you, I thought I was going to be Jeff Roberti in 3 years.
I'm invincible. Nothing can stop me.
And it's a good way to be. Like, it's good to be confident, right? But it's not realistic. Like, life is going to be, business is going to go up and down. And I think things happen to us at the right time. I think every single person on this call is in exactly the position that they're meant to be in, right? Because sometimes life just gives us things and gives us challenges because it makes us better and it makes us overcome them and it makes us grow. And not anything in life's not going to be plain sailing. Anything worth having, there's going to be like hard points that you need to get over. So my first year in the business was very, very easy, I'd say. It was quite plain sailing. I was excited. I was recruiting people left, right and centre. I would say we built the whole thing on excitement and momentum because I was so excited and I was like, I found this amazing opportunity. Like, who's going to jump on board with me? And I was talking to everyone and I was like a little bunny, just so excited. And I had this vision, Simon, right? I had this vision and actually we had my first LMD meeting. We wrote down on a piece of paper what our vision was. And I wrote on this piece of paper, I want to be PMD and I want 5 NMDs in my business. And I'll get quite emotional because it's quite an emotional story. And I did it, right? I was PMD and I had 5 PMDs in my business and 5 NMDs in my business. And it was my ultimate goal. I was like literally so proud of it. And then we went through like a really difficult time. And from no fault of my own, I lost every single one of my NMDs in a very short space of time. And that could have been the end of me, Simon. Do you know what? That could have been me going.
You could have said, that is it, I'm out of here.
I could have said, you know what? I'm defeated. I've worked so hard. I've built this business. I've built these 5 NMDs. What have I done wrong? Why have they gone? I could have played the blame game. I could have got like upset about it. I could have blamed everyone. I could have blamed the company. I could have blamed you, Simon. Could have blamed anyone, right? I could have said, you know what? Juice Plus ain't working anymore. I'm not a good leader anymore. But you know what? What we've got to do in this business, and you'll all go through it. Like you'll all go through a time in your business where people leave or like a hard time. Because it's just natural, we will go through it, and actually it makes us so much stronger. Like I'm sitting here now with a stronger business, with a better business. I'm sitting here now like a better person, a stronger person, a better leader, because we learn all of these things and while we go through these hard times. And I do believe everything happens for a reason. I really do. And sometimes it's hard to see what that reason is, but you will eventually see it. And you've got to get through these hard times because it will literally make you better. It really will. So I went through that hard time and I literally got to work, like worked harder than I've ever worked before. And I believe that everything happens for a reason. And my business now going from strength to strength, and the team that we've got now is just absolutely incredible. And I think my biggest advice is keep going no matter what. People will come and go for your business. And you know what you've got to do? You've got to not get angry about it. And you've got to we love on people, right? That's what we do. And people have got their own journey, and some people will come and some people will go. And as Jim Rohn says, don't sign up for that class. You can't help it. It's going to happen. And you've got to love on people on the way in and welcome them in. And you've got to love on them on the way out, right? Don't get angry about it. Don't blame anyone for it. Just think, do you know what? That's their journey, but it doesn't affect your journey. And I'll go back to a statement that I truly believe in is if it's meant to be, it's up to me. I know that I'm going to build something so incredible. I know that what we're building is so incredible and so amazing. And it's down to you guys. Your success is not reliant on anyone else. And I think it's really easy to build up a business and have a strong person in your business. And if they go, you think, oh, well, that's it then. My business is gone. No, do not rely on anyone. That's why you're always bringing new people in. You're always sharing the opportunity with new people because you are responsible for your own success. But yes, we build a team, but we can't control what our team do all the time, right? We can show them the way, and then it's down to them. Some are just not going to stay, and that's just the way that it is. But you know, there's more people out there that need this opportunity that you will find. And yeah, all of these things make us stronger, Simon. They really do.
What a great message. I spoke to Jeff Roberti today, and we were talking about the early days, 1995 actually, when in a week he lost 500 NMDs.
500 NMDs.
Decided to quit. So you think, I always say, if you think you've got a problem, by the way, there's somebody with a lot bigger problem than you've got, right? just to remind you. And of course, did he quit? Of course he didn't quit. No, he did exactly what you did. He dug down deep and said, I'm in for the long haul on this one. Look at him today. Amazing. Right, we're just finishing up now, by the way, guys that are listening in. What a great call this has been. Really, very inspirational. Some amazing, amazing tips. Don't forget what I've said earlier on. Tag somebody in your team, maybe tag somebody that you've been talking to about this business that needs to hear this story of Danny's. Put it in your team group, whatever you need to do, but we need to spread the message here. Last couple of things. This one here, this is for those new people on the call. What 3 things would you have changed when you started the business? Now, you said you got off to a very quick start, actually. You wouldn't really changed anything, but maybe 3 things tips that you've got for new people that are starting that's going to get them help to get them success sooner rather than later.
So my first thing would be talk to even more people than I did at the start. Because as you say, I literally spoke to everyone at the start, but there's always more people to talk to. And you know what? I think really early on, people think it's about them and they feel embarrassed to share this business opportunity because they feel like it's about them. People are going to say no to me. People are going to think badly of me. When actually, guys, we have got a business opportunity in front of us which changes people's lives. As you've heard on this call, how much it's changed my life, right? So it's not about you, it's about them. So actually offering it, I feel like now it's my duty to offer it. So never ever be scared to offer the opportunity. That's what I'm trying to say. Never ever be scared to offer it, because someone offered this opportunity to me, my amazing Michelle, can see her in the chat. If she didn't send me a message and say, look, I think you'd be absolutely great at this business, are you interested? I won't be here now. I won't be living my dream life now. Think about that. If someone didn't offer it to me, I won't be here now. There are more Danny Cumroos out there, right? There are more people out there waiting to change their life. We're living in a time right now, right, where the cost of living is rising. People need this business. People might need you. So don't make it about yourself. Make it about the person you're offering it to, and think about how much they could change their life. It's not about you recruiting someone. It's not about you making commission off of someone's order. It's about you helping to change their life, right? So you've got to kind of look at it a different way. Yeah, so don't be embarrassed and just go hard with it. Just literally, like, some people just dip their toe in, don't they, at the start? They're like, oh, I'll just do this and I'll just do that. Just go hard with it. And obviously, like, just honestly, like, just talk to everyone that you can talk to.
Fantastic. Don't get in the shallow end, get in the deep end straight away.
That's it, jump right in.
And the last one, Lauren Lahar, joining from Las Vegas. Good to see you, Lauren. Next question is, what is the Danny Cumroo vision? What vision have you got for your business going 5 years ahead? How is it all going to look? What's it looking like in your head? I know you've got it there already. Give us a glimpse of it. Let's have a bit of inspiration.
So I have to be #1 earner in Europe at some point or another. Right, okay. Like, it has to happen. It's on the vision board. I'm gonna get Julia Kraftcheck on the phone after this. Julia, we've got somebody chasing you. That's it. I want a business like Julia, like Jervis-Stringer, like all of the top earners in Europe. And that's why I love these calls, actually, because they're global, right? So people get on from everywhere. I love hearing people's stories, like, globally. I love having people to look up to. I love having vision. Like they say, don't they? Once you climb a mountain, find a bigger mountain. You've always got to have a bigger goal. And I'm not, like, afraid to say I want to be #1 in Europe. I'm not afraid to say that, because it's my goal and it drives me and it pushes me, and that's what I want. And just to build a global business, Simon, you know, we operate in all of these different countries, and I want to impact people's lives in all of them. EPAC 100% need to be on EPAC at some point in the next 5 to 10 years. And I know that I'll do it, because I'll keep going until I do, Simon. Even if I'm on EPAC and I'm great, I will be. I will be, by the way. You just got to keep going and keep going and keep going. And I just want to impact as many lives as possible. Like, this business has changed my life, and when I watch it change my team's lives, it literally gives me goosebumps. So I just want to impact people's lives all around the world. I want to keep sharing the mission. I want to keep getting better. I want to keep working on my own health, on my own family's health. And I just want to share it with as many people as possible. Simon, I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for this business. And I'm just so truly grateful. I'm grateful for all of it. I'm grateful for the products and the healthy lifestyle. That's why I think Juice Plus is better than any other company out there. No one's got our products. And obviously the main reason why Juice Plus is the best company out there is the people and the love, and people need to feel our love, Simon. That's what people need to feel. That's why I want to invite more people to this business, because I want them to feel the love. When I think back to our convention a couple of weeks ago, and I felt the love in the room and the energy in the room, people need that. People need this business for so many reasons. It's not just for the health or the money or anything like that. It's for the love as well. What other community care about each other and love on each other like the Juice Plus company? And I believe that's what our blueprint is. When people say, what is the blueprint of Juice Plus? It's the way we treat one another, all the way from you corporate guys and how you treat us and how we treat our teams, and now the leadership group. You know, we had an NMD meeting the week before last. How the leaders kind of love on each other and support one another and are always there for each other, because we know what we were going through. We've been on like similar journeys, and we know when we're going to go for ups and downs. There's always someone there to like help you, to love on you. And lockdown as well, and everything that we went through the last couple of years highlighted that so much more. Like, I always think to myself, where would I have been at that time if it weren't for this community and this business? And I think there's honestly nothing like it. So my mission, Simon, in the next 5 to 10 years is to show more and more people what we've got, the community that we've got, help them to build an incredible life, an incredible income, and show them what this community has to offer.
I could talk to you all evening, by the way.
I could as well. I love it now. I'm not
everybody's hanging on this call as well. It's been truly inspirational. It really, really has. Maybe just put in the chat now one thing that you pulled out of this call that's going to help your business, because I know Danny would like to look back at this one as well. Yeah, there's been some great things on this one, from you taking Ross to the first convention that you did. I mean, what would that look like if you didn't do that? Amazing, isn't it? To you, like, working on this mindset. I mean, that's what we hear all the time, but believing in yourself, where you've got to believe in others in your team before they believe in themselves as well. And I know the journey you've been on, Danny, as well. And it's not always been an easy one, right? But you've always had a smile on your face. You've always been truly positive as well. So what an awesome leader you are. We need more Danny Cumrus in this world, that's for sure. So thanks for everybody for joining us. Yeah, there's a few things coming in here now that Danny can look back at as well. And like I said, make sure you tag somebody in, put it in your team, whatever you're going to go and do. We need to share more inspirational stories like this to the bigger world, certainly as today is with the economy as well. There's been no better time now for people to get involved in our mission with Juice Plus and inspiring healthy living around the world. So big thank you, Danny. Everything worked well today as well on this call. So truly blessed, very smooth indeed. Yeah. So listen, I'll let you get back to your family. Big thanks, lots of kisses from us around Juice Plus. Talk to you soon.
Thank you so much for having me. Bye, guys. Bye, Simon.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Oh, that was so good. I'm so glad we watched that, guys. I honestly got so much from that. And I just think as well, like, it's just really important to get yourself on these calls. They're on all the time. So I think Simon actually does one every Wednesday at 9 o'clock with a speaker. So just get it in your diary, set your alarms, and obviously we can remind you on the calls as well. But yeah, I just took so much from that, guys. Like, if you want to share anything in the chat, then obviously do. But I think I'm so tired. I need to go to bed. I've had such a good day. I hope you have too. 1st of July, June, written down my goals, super excited for the month, and yeah, just can't wait for how this month plays out. So guys, we know Friday night is PJ Call night, so make sure that you're there with John. Oh, is he doing one this week though, because of the Jubilee? Don't know, I'll have to look at that actually, not sure. He probably will, because it's John, isn't it, at the end of the day? So but if you're not, don't worry. If you're not available, then obviously if it's recorded, he'll post that. And then obviously, of course, Monday night is call night, and then Wednesday we are back here. But have a lovely end of your week, guys. We will see everybody at 6:30 tomorrow morning, and then the Blitz is on tomorrow as well, guys, at 10:30. So lovely to see you. Thanks for joining. Have a good night, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Bye, Shaf. Bye, Emma. Bye, Mandy. See you later.